Hi there, this is Josh from Literary Gladiators, and today I'm here with a book review. The book that I'm going to be reviewing is Another Vessel of Self by Shea Kenyon. Shea Kenyon reached out to me and asked that I read and review his book. This is a poetry collection. This is his debut poetry collection, and it has poetry in it that concentrates on his personal, psychological, emotional, and mental challenges that have taken place in his life thus far, and how he expresses himself through the written word. In my mind, I felt that he did an excellent job as far as the structure in which he wrote was concerned, his way with words and imagery, and I think he really has the technique down pat. I think that he does a great job when it comes to short poems, which that is much tougher than you think it is. You don't always want it to sound like a nursery rhyme or a limerick or a poem that you'd find on the tag of a Beanie Baby. But instead, you would want something that really paints a picture and demonstrates a sense of how literature is a form of art, and it sticks with you. He definitely does a fine job with this. For instance, there's a poem in here called Feel, and I'll read it to you. I worry about the future, all those golden promises I wish to fulfill. That really speaks wonders. It's very simple in its presentation, but yet when you think deeply about it, it demonstrates a sense of brilliance on his part. Another example is something a little bit longer, but not too long. It's only 7 lines. It's called Idle Misfortune. I am the spectator of my own failure. I stand aware, and yet I stand dormant. As I sense the shards of glass penetrate my skin and drain me for all I am worth, a tiny speck of blood. It mixes upon the physical image of what it looks like to be in his circumstance mentally, but yet it also metaphorically implements a mental state of mind and what his feeling of worth and what he feels his standing in life is concerned. Probably my favorite piece in this collection is The Bridge to Change Has Collapsed, which to me is very atmospheric, and it makes it feel like the world is closing, and I can feel it as I'm reading it as the reader. And I will read this one to you as well. Quickly in the room, you hear the pitch shift from noisy fractional decadence to somber disillusion. Dissolving. Your forever now resides within the miserable dull. A hallowed being emerges from the dust clouds of fallacy. It is you, shriveled and sullen, a shadow from the blackest of alleys. Prowess no longer rules this world. It's yet another human sacrifice. Maybe in another life, my friend. He does such a fine job illustrating what he feels is going on in his mind. And while he does a great job with expressing himself, my concern lies in the fact that this collection doesn't seem to cover enough as far as Shea Kenyon's feelings and outlook and his perspective and being are concerned. We're only getting his negative, intense feelings rather than other aspects of his thinking. I went into this wanting to learn more about him through this piece, and we only get this, we don't really know what he wants to become. We just know where he's at this time, which that could be the theme that he's trying to get at, but it seems more like he's trying to make this just an overall piece. But to me, it kind of reminds me of the phase when Taylor Swift wrote all breakup songs, or Greta Thunberg. She was expressing environmental concerns, but didn't offer environmental solutions, which I was really happy when she when she put together that collection where she had various articles and essays from various people that were able to express and convey the kind of solutions that she had her eye on. But I don't know if there's necessarily, if Shea Kenyon's necessarily looking at particular, I don't know if he's necessarily in this state, but I would like to see him expand on what he's put together. And I want to see him examine what, I want to see him examine his other emotions, and I want to get a greater sense of who he is through his writing. I think that once he does that, he has everything else. I think he just needs to keep up the great work as far as his technique and the tools that he has as far as what he's accomplished as a writer thus far. I gave Another Vessel of Self 3.5 stars out of 5. I think that he is worth looking into, especially if you're looking for somebody who's lesser known, and I want to see what the future holds for Shea Kenyon. Thank you for tuning into this video. I hope you check out some more videos from this channel, and for now, and as always, I encourage you to keep reading.